where we can charge a body. One is by friction, other by the method of induction, and next by the method of charging by conduction. So let us try to understand one after the other. So as we already know that friction means when two surfaces or when two bodies are rubbed one against the other, then there is a tendency that the electrons will transfer from one body to another body. Okay. So whenever two bodies are rubbed against each other, electrons get transferred from one body to another body. As a result, the body which loses its electrons will become positively charged, whereas the other body which gains the electrons will become negatively charged. For example, let us try to understand. Consider a glass rod. Whenever this glass rod is rubbed with a silk cloth, a glass rod rubbed with silk cloth, we observe that the glass rod will become positively charged, whereas the silk rod will become negatively charged. So, glass rod, when rubbed with silk, this glass rod will get positively charged, whereas the silk will get negatively charged. Similarly, if a ebonite rod when rubbed with wool, ebonite rod becomes negatively charged, whereas the wool becomes positively charged. So, one more example if you consider ebonite rod when rubbed with wool, this ebonite will get negatively charged, whereas wool will get positively charged. So, what do you observe from this? So, whenever a glass rod is rubbed with silk, the glass rod loses electrons. The electrons from the glass rod will get entered into the silk rod. So, as there are less number of electrons, as it gives up its electrons, it will become positively charged by losing some electrons. Whereas the silk cloth, while gaining those excess electrons, will become negatively charged. Similarly, in this case, whenever an ebonite rod is rubbed with wool, this ebonite rod, by gaining some excess electrons from wool, will become negatively charged, whereas the wool, while losing its electrons, excess electrons, will become positively charged. So, this is the how bodies are charged by the method of friction. Okay, children? Well, similarly, you can also observe in the natural phenomena like clouds. You know, thundering and lightning is observed during the rainfall. Okay, the same pattern is observed during the clouds also. Okay, so clouds also becomes charged while rubbing against each other, and as a result, the thunders or lightning is often observed. Okay, so this is how the frictional concept charges a body by the method of friction. How bodies are charged by the method of friction. Now moving to the next one, that is electrostatic induction. So what is electrostatic induction? For this, let us consider a small examples. What is, first of all, bring a charged body. Consider a charged body and one more uncharged body or a neutral body. So for this, for the method of induction, we need to consider two bodies. One is an uncharged body or a neutral body. What does it mean? When a body consists of equal number of electrons and equal protons, then we say that it is a neutral body or a uncharged body. But a body which have either excess number of protons or excess number of electrons, then we say that this is charged body. So we have to bring a charged body near to the uncharged body as shown. For this, let us consider this example. Let us consider a charged body. So this is an uncharged body, as I said. This is an uncharged body. And one more body let us consider. So this be some charged body. Let us suppose that it is positively charged body. This is your first body and this is second body. So let us bring a charged body. For this, in this example, I have considered a positively charged body which is brought nearer to an uncharged body. What is uncharged body? This uncharged body consists of equal number of protons as well as electrons. Same number of protons, positive charges as well as negative charges. So due to induction, remember that these two should not be come in contact. They should be kept a little far away. They should not touch each other. They should not be in contact with each other. So whenever an uncharged body is brought near whenever a charged body is brought near an uncharged body, due to induction. So what is induced means due to the property of attraction. So what happens? First case. So, due to the tendency that like charges repel each other and unlike charges attract each other, all the negative charges inside the conductor moves closer to this charged body, something like this. Due to all the negative charges will move towards the charged body due to attraction, whereas due to repulsion, all the positive charges are repelled away. So, move far away as shown in the picture. Okay. So, after some time, when a charged body is brought nearer to the uncharged body and kept for a while, due to the method of attraction, all the negative charges assemble towards the charged body. Due to repulsion, all the positive charges will move far away from that body. So, whenever this conductor is connected to the earth, connected to the earth, what we see is the electrons from the ground moves from ground to the conductor. The electrons from the ground move to the conductor, and these electrons from here to here, this here, and this one, all these plus minus, they are nullified. Again, these becomes neutral. Okay. So, very clearly we can see that in this body there are excess number of electrons. So, whenever excess number of electrons are seen, we can say that this conductor is charged negatively by the method of induction. So, one thing is very clear that by the method of induction, whenever a charged body is brought nearer an uncharged body, then in this uncharged body, some charge is induced, opposite charge is induced because the positive charge is brought nearer, so negative charge is induced in this conductor. Okay. Similarly, when a negative charge is brought nearer, then positive charge will be induced in that conductor. So, whenever instead of plus, if I take here minus, again this uncharged body all the plus will assemble here, minus will assemble here. After connecting to the earth, all the electrons, excess electrons will move from the body to the ground so that it will become positively charged. So, this is the process of induction. Okay. Similarly, one more method to charge a body, that is by the method of conduction. So, what we observed in the method of induction is two bodies are kept little away from each other. So, they both are not contacting each other. But whereas in the method of charging by conduction, this method, if you observe, when two bodies are kept in contact with each other, when two bodies are kept in contact with each other, one is uncharged and the other is charged as above. This is your uncharged body, and one more is all about your charged body. Let us suppose that this is charged positively. This is charged positively. So, have to consider two bodies such that one is uncharged body. Uncharged body means it consists of equal number of positive charges and negative charges. Okay. So, this is an uncharged body and this is a charged body. So, when two bodies, one uncharged and charged, are kept in contact with each other. Kept in contact with each other means something like this. When two bodies, one uncharged and the other charged, are kept in contact with each other, we observe that all the charges that are present on the conductor, something like this, will shift due to repulsion, will shift to the other body and occupies something like this. Okay. So, the charge resides on the surfaces of both the bodies when they are kept in contact with each other. As a result, after some time, we observe that both the bodies get equal amount of charge. So, the charge will transfer from the charged body to the uncharged body until and unless their potential becomes equal, unless they are maintained at same potential. That means charge on both the conductors will become equal. The charge continuously starts flowing. Okay. For example, if a 10 coulomb of charge is taken in the conductor and this is 0 coulomb of charge is taken because it is a neutral or uncharged body, when they are kept in contact, then charge is distributed equally among the two such that 5 coulomb and 5 coulomb and so on. Okay. So, this method is called as your charging by conduction. Conduction means kept in contact with each other. So, same charge is created in both the conductors, whereas same charge is induced in both the conductors, whereas in the method of induction, opposite charge is induced in the other conductor. I hope the concept is clear, children. Well, so now let us try to understand something regarding the other concept, that is electroscope. So, what is an electroscope and all? Let us discuss in detail. Okay.